game restarting. I'm kidding. We're good.
This is real?
This is real, Joe. Not plastic. Real. Map 1. OpTicTexas look to get it rolling early, and Envoy, who you think might be the most important player on the Orgless side to start out hot,
just
gets
early.
a little double. He got a little double to kick things off.
Yeah, I just felt like the narrative with LA Thieves it's just slow starts. We saw it last year, but yeah, much better. Good start there for Envoy.
I swear he had 3 kills. He got 2. He had one with a nade.
Well, there's obviously a little early bug.
Yeah. I knew in Surge. I actually didn't realize that was the thing here too.
It has to be, right?
Oh, yeah. Scoreboard. Yeah. He definitely just got 3 kills. Bahook trying to get off to a strong start. He'll be picking up the time inside the hard part. They have set up for next as well, at least for now. Pressure to Orgless to try and break. Either break up this time and get their own time or flip spawns. We'll see if they can do both.
And this is the map we saw in the winners bracket final. It was like a 30 to 40 point game. There were opportunities for Orgless maybe to break it open, but a couple of big breaks from Optic. But so far on this rotation, Hook's locking it down, but you do get that spawn. Number 6, Neptune. He's going to spawn up Ghosty as well. They don't block the back. And well, now you have a chance here for Orgless to try to break this P2.
I have a 3-on-2, and that 3-on-2 disappears almost instantly. Is Shotzi and Dashy able to take over? They both get 2. The door is slammed at 20-point advantage, and now going to build.
Well, and that's just an opportunity you have to take advantage of. You have numbers, you have the close spawns, and you get 3-on-2. And now you see just everybody on Optic finding kills, everyone on a streak, and quickly up 30 points.
See how far they can push this one out. For now, at least at the scrap time, looks like Orgless going to be in a decent position. Shotzi will get 2, but really just the last body there. So if anything, he's just keeping them honest towards old, letting his teammates set up at new. They're just worried about picking up mid, picking up the overextension push. There was Dashy loses that fight, and then Hook will be really the big player here. And it's going to get eyes on the opening push. He needs to get 1. Not able to do it. He gets swarmed by 3, but a little bit of help. Well, he does get 1. All right, give him the team kill. Never mind, take it back. So let's give him a credit of 1. Does his job, gets the info to his squad. Now, Shotzi, what can he do? AR looking over him. Hope to get that trade. It'll be Mercules that is able to shut down 1. Hook then back off spawn and back into the fray.
Yeah, you're just a little bit staggered right now if you're Orgless. Kind of going 2 by 2, but Envoy through the middle of the map maybe opens things up for them, but Hook just plays his life so well, shouldering back and forth. That's going to be a clean 4 dead.
It's crazy is thinking back to well, the Optic when they were struggling last year, it was so staggered, so 1-by-1 chow. It could not be more the polar opposite now in end of last year. They're playing as a fluid unit. It's awesome to see. There are still your occasional solo chows, but it's not what it was. I mean, it's sensational.
And these 4 guys, I think they're allowed to every now and then. Right?
Yeah.
It's just sort of a confidence builder, but talking about just clean
times
Call
to do
of Duty,
it, times not to do it.
Just rotation towards P4. Who's going to find 2? Mercules was already set up. Envoy's the only guy here, but you're going to have the close spawns, and maybe this is what you need. A couple double from Envoy. Can you get onto this hill if you are Orgless?
This has to be a good hold from Orgless. If this is an early break, this map might just be done.
Done early?
Yeah, if they get through here, Optic will be up 100. So Orgless, pressure to hold. It's been mostly trades. They haven't been able to get clean time. So even though they technically had control throughout most of this, they didn't really get that much time through the opening 30, but now they turn it into something.
Yeah, I was a little surprised because, I mean, Mercules had the first kill, Hook had the other 2, but Mercules backed away from the P4, so maybe he was just worried about where the last player was, didn't want to give his life up, but that allowed Envoy to get into a better spot, so that's created this mess, because it felt like they were playing that rotation flawlessly, was OpTicTexas, but you still take a 50-point lead after this first set.
Yeah, even if it's not perfect out of them, to make sure it's not clean time for Orgless. So let's get into our second set now. Neptune, eyes on with him. Oh, that's just an AR range. That's not a fight he's going to want to take, so he'll just reposition with his life for now. I think the comm goes to Hook that might be the play after Mercules gets the damage in, so Hook's going to take the route around. We'll see if he'll get there in time to pick up a couple of players. Neptune's just tucked into a corner, trying to not give Hook eyes. Nice plays in the hard point. They've actually gotten some solid P1 here, time here early.
No, that's what they need to do, right? You see Shotzi, he's going all the way through on a flank, so he's gonna actually influence this spawn, so you're gonna get a flip, but the problem is Dashy gets 2 on the hill. Also, Dashy was shooting through the wall broken side, so I don't know what sort of tricks that guy has. Top side of the map towards P1, so he's already been practicing things, but hanging on to that 50-point lead. And again, this is one where, like, yes, you love to have these spawns if you're Orgless, but you're going to lose them now, and you're losing time.
We saw Shotzzy do the same thing last time they played, like do that flank. It ends up spawning his team out, and they have to break him, but they didn't have a problem doing it. They don't have a problem doing it here. It just depends on how much time is left in the hard point. That play with 10 seconds left, a problem. That play with 30 seconds left, they're able to get back in. Dashy streaking 17 and 9 out of him, looking to find more. I feel like from the slang category, the story's been about the other three a lot this weekend, but Dashy's showing he can still do it.
And again, just like how tough has this been for Orgless? You just look back at the first rotation, never really had the spawns, always having to break through the front, having to do it again here. And this is just props to the way that Optic is playing. So fundamentals are on point, and they're doing it again here at this P2.
Yeah, it's just like there's like a squad of synchronized swimmers, bro.
Yeah, they really are.
They just know the situation. It feels like at all times when they're allowed to take risks, when they need to rotate. It just feels like they're a step ahead always, man. And they play so fast and they're so decisive, but yeah, when you hear the comms, it seems so casual and simple. I don't know. It's very, very impressive. Lead now up to 100. If you thought Orgless might improve on the first time they played, not looking to be that way. A risk could be in 100-point club, and now Dashy, after his 7 streak, he's got a Hellstorm to throw in. Here we go. Yeah,
this is the problem. You finally win a rotation, but you gave a streak to this guy, so you're going to get him off the hill. The problem is, though, Sib, Neptune both fine, too. So streak not going to be very effective so far. So you deal with this if you're Orgless.
Yeah, I mean, they got 2 kills right as it came out. They've gotten every kill, really, through this streak. It's been fantastic out of him. A Hook's double, an opening for his team, maybe to fight back in. He's still, what, 35 or so seconds remaining here, but this has been the best hold we've seen out of Orgless. I guess it's just like, is it going to be too little too late? The fact you went into a 100-point hole?
Yeah, can they chain this to a P4, right? You have P4 spawns right now if you're Optic, 20 seconds left. It's actually a split. So Orgless get aggressive. This is what they need. This could be flawless. And Optic, they know that. So they're going to fight for the final 15. And I kind of like that play. Hang on to that 100-point lead. Continue to force them to play perfect Call of Duty. And now you're going to see with this pressure, well, it's at the right time. They actually flipped the spawn. So what was looking so good for Orgless, now it's just Sib set up here at P4.
You know, I said they were like synchronized swimmers. With AI as crazy as it is nowadays, you think we can get that made of them actually synchronized swimmers like dancing together?
We can probably do that. Yeah. Not you and I, but someone else can.
It's probably possible, but another big moment for Orgless to try and stay in this game, but battling from the backside will be OpTicTexas, grouped up and just holding, trying to make sure this isn't contested and get whatever time they want. Nice little gunny chow there from Envoy. They still peel off Shotzi's head. Next up, the battle will be Hoop. Wins 1, damage into a second, pistol out, 3rd in the corner. Unfortunately, a nade will shut him down, and Sib's double will keep the life here, or will it? Because Shotzi answered every time it feels like a play made from Orgless, it's answered by a better or equal play from Texas.
One again. Oh my God, he just ninja'd him. Oh my, he just jumps over the wall. Now he is holding him hostage. Shotzi, are you kidding me?
Dude, that's just absurd. Poor Envoy.
That's disgusting.
No, that's just, we talk about ninjas in like Halo. So I usually think we're talking about Call of Duty. Oh, that's one you're going to see a couple of times after this weekend. Dashy, though, from the window, leads to a team kill. Also gets another nearly a 3rd with the pistol, but that's just, I was like actually speechless. That was ludicrous.
I know. Like, dude, I was like, he actually went for that, and it worked out. I mean, Envoy was just turned the other way, but now you have P1 control, and again, you are just late to every single hill if you are Orgless. Even when you get a couple of kills, a nice triple for Neptune, you're kind of talking about on the last hill, like, yeah, you would get a 2-piece from Envoy, but the problem is there's a response, plus you have the closer spawn.
There's like always a response, like always, like, and that's the playmaking ability you have on Optic. Now, there is some from Orgless too, don't get me wrong, but it's just been a little lopsided in that regard. Optic just need 1 more break, 4 more points, and this will be done. It seems like they're content to just set up for P2, but Neptune getting in behind enemy lines, that's something they've been really good about too. Like, that player playing like the lurk roll or flank roll, they allow them to get 1, and then it's sniffed out. Rarely do they let them make some crazy play like Shotzi does, where he gets lost.
Yep. No, and that's probably the key. They know the guys on their team.
Yeah, what would he do?
What would he do? Yeah, and there we go. They're just going to win the rotation towards this P2. Map 1 done in a blowout compared to the winner's bracket final.
Yeah, that was like, what, a 40-point game, same map. This 110 or so. I mean, from the get-go, absolutely dominating. And yeah, I mean, Dashy has a fantastic map, earns a Hellstorm. He's had a solid weekend, but he hasn't had to be like Superstar Dashy. Like, you know, we talked a lot over the years of like, does he need to be more objective focused? Does he just need to go out and fry? I mean, people have been critical of them when they've been struggling. Hell, I've been critical of them when they've been struggling. He's turned his career around exponentially over these past couple of years, but like, the fact is, when he needs to step up, he can do it. But let's see this one more time out of Shotzzy. That's just naughty. A little wall bounce, and Envoy's like, I don't know what just happened, but suddenly he's got me.
Yeah, I'm being taken from behind. I don't know what was happening.
Yeah, no, every single line that entered my head there was not appropriate.
Yeah, I don't think that play's appropriate.
No,
so
it's certainly
I think
not.
it's fine.
It's certainly not.
Wow.
Who even just thinks to try that? I love him. I love him. Shotzzy is just disgusting. And this guy, listen, you know, he wasn't even really that much in like the sort of top 10 like combo, but with these past couple of years, he's propelled himself into like top 5 combo. And now he has a dominant year this year. He's still got a lot of career left in him. Who the hell knows where this guy's going to go? The best player we have seen, if you just think about the overall CDL, yeah, maybe not the most consistent, but his highs are so high, they touch. It's elite territory.
No doubt about it. And you just look at the scoreboard, the entire team positive. Well, I mean, Mercury's isn't, but pretty darn close.
Yeah.
And Optic just fry.
No, 100%. Just fry him. Yes, there were some like insane plays, but
just so controlled.
Yes.
You know what reminds me of last year? What we talked a lot about was like Surge's hardpoint and like sort of when they went to break and flip. There was a lot of that. It was like, okay, we still have 15 seconds to flip these spawns. Let's not panic. Let's go together. And it was just the timing was on point.
So that's a good example of what drove me insane last year when Optic were struggling. When I was watching Shotzzy Zero on the map, those flank routes he wanted to take, like on a Hacienda, he just sort of did them all the time. And a lot of times it'd be a long route that led to nothing. It feels like now, once they started to click, those are all coming at the right time. Or if it is a risky play, the reward is great. The risk isn't that bad. Like, you might flip them out, but you have time to break back through. We've seen him do it multiple times here. Nature of the map's being a little bit smaller too compared to like a Hacienda, so they can make up for something like that. But then you have stuff like this where Envoy's just like, hell!
Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do there. When this is how they wrap up the end of map number 1 is... Yeah, we were talking about on the decks, you want to jump out early if you're Orgless. You played a couple of matches in a row. You had a close Den hardpoint versus them earlier in the day, and you just get smoked.
It was close for a P1. The first P1, that's it.
That's about it.
After that, I mean, it is just a domination from this OpTicTexas lineup. In the driver's seat, looking to be perfect. I saw like some, it was a post, like it was back like BO4, but the BO4 kickoff, like Optic went flawless, or like it was like a kickoff 2.
Oh, okay. Got to see a countdown, and we got to see a lobby begin. That's what we need.
And hope to not see the word draw.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen that one too many times this weekend. What's your favorite, I don't know, search map from this weekend? Maybe not like you personally playing, but like, do you have one you like watching the most? Maybe.
Not thinking about this. Either I'd probably go with Den. I think Den so far.
Okay. And Dashy, an opportunity to hit the snipe, not able to connect, and Mercury's ripped out of that one real quickly. So first blood to Orgless. This map in particular, though, has had a lot of like 2v3s, 3v4s, 2v4s. There have been a ton of come from behind rounds on this particular map, partially because the sniper in play, partially just the layout of it. Shotzzy with a crazy gunfight win.
Yeah, but there's the trade I was talking about, right? It is, are you gonna get another one there? No, so now you're into a 2 versus 2. So Envoy, he finds that first blood, but then loses that next gunfight. Sib is there, he's able to find a sub on the ground. So 1 versus 2 for Dashy.
Can I finish this without exposing myself to the second player? The answer is no. So Dashy will drop. Orgless behind the opening first blood will end up getting the round. And yeah, you saw Hooks, like, he's been untradeable basically. So I was surprised he wasn't traded. Unfortunately, he lost his next fight, but we'll wait out the 20 seconds here.
Yeah, just a round 1 bug.
Yep.
You're just joining us.
I heard it say that every round 1 of every search this weekend.
But if you're just joining us for the final, that's all it is. So after this, we'll be all good. But Orgless is going to be up 1-0. And it starts with that first blood from Envoy. And he was doing that at the end of the loser's bracket final in that game 5. That was sort of one of the keys for them. So can Envoy keep finding openings?
He's going to need to find them early and often. Try to keep numbers against this team. Optic's already be hard enough to beat without it. Okay. I'm looking at Sib, see if he can start taking over with the big stick. He's been playing with some confidence, man.
Yeah, I mean, he hit that snipe to get that trade on the Shotzzy. So did it beat a position versus Mercules here? And while Mercules just going to spot him back down, just make sure nothing is pushing up towards that B side. Everybody else really over towards A.
I spotted the sniper. Now they got that info.
Yeah.
And things change based on that. Neptune maybe want to take a fight top middle, but it looks like for now, Hook not going to be challenging that. He's backed up to his side, just going to play it a little bit more passively. Yeah, Neptune might have just saw his leg, but the fact is he finds the timing on the opening, gets through before Hook can get shots in, and Shotzzy will get blooded. So back-to-back bloods for Orgless. Just a nice opening found there by Neptune. Yeah,
and he knows the position where that Shotzi's in, so Hook's hoping to get that kill, but it's just tough for Shotzi to react to that, especially when you're checking that now Envoy. He's going to have a 1-versus-1 versus Hook, but Hook just going to back down, reposition. Bomb starting to work his way up, and Drake shot out of Sib.
And now that's something maybe Hook just needs to be like kind of shouldering for info instead of leaving it open, or he's thought he could get the kill from that angle before he crosses through.
Well, you're just hoping that, like, maybe just, well, Shotzi's not in that spot, maybe somewhere else. But Shotzi just gets a little bit more pushed up, and you're hoping maybe he starts to turn around, not just drop right behind Shotzi.
Yeah, yeah. Neptune already with 3 in this one. Gets the first, gets the final. 2-0 up, trying to take or give the first map loss to Optic. Nice start.
As you can't really like hold that balcony normally when Sib has a sniper. Like so you have to hold it from like an angle.
Yeah, no, sure. I'm talking about shouldering it, but that's scary to shoulder when there's a sniper. Yeah. I'm used to shouldering being relatively safe play, but sniper in play, not always the case. Everybody offensively for Optic is now grouped up towards Statue. All 4 looking to push this out.
He's just been the first blood so far for Orgless. They were able to find the first 2. They know where the presence is for Optic. Trophy's going down. Nade's now going down. Dashy just being very patient, missing the first one. But here we go. Orgless are flying as a unit.
I was just waiting for him to pull the trigger. There's a couple chances maybe, but...
Oh, hit marker.
Yes, he starts to mantle up. Nearly caught. And they try to push out the sniper. He stays, holds it, hits it. Movement, though, from Hook. Able to get 1.
Does enough damage, though. What a play out of Sib to hit this shot, and now, again, just man advantage over to Orgless. You're not throwing it away, or are you? Hook now, 1v1 versus Ghosty.
Ghosty's just flying at it. Good play. Don't let him get his health back. I thought maybe Hook just going to scurry away, but maybe he's hoping he could catch him sprint. I thought he was going to stay on the heady, but I don't know if he even started to regen. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, he's thinking maybe Ghosty's going to drop down towards his base. He's just taking the 50-50. But nice confidence there for Ghosty. Just run at him before he fully regens, get that trade. But who almost making the plays.
Yeah, he had 7 HP. So I'm sure his teammates are like, he's 1-y.
I promise you. I promise you. But, I mean, what a round from Sib. Because, I mean, all the pressure was on him, and he's just holding that.
Yeah. Yeah, and instead we're talking about how good Orgless looked in searching that last series. It's just Optic has been winning most of theirs, like 6-1, 6-0. So it was tough to think about the upset here, but finally a first blood for OpTicTexas. Shotzzy gets it. Shotzzy hungry for more. Will chase down Bomb Carrier and get another. Grab his gun and go for a third. Sib is tagged up and dropped. Shotzzy take over round. We're not going down quietly. That was insane.
Yeah, so a nice little just adjustment there for Optic. They kind of give up top out control, and they just play mid-tunnel. They just play mid-tunnel around Shotzzy. He's able to find that first. Nobody really looking there from Orgless, and I think they're hoping the player top out can kind of drop down and help them, but that just never really happens. So nice teamwork, good adjustments. Great round from Shotzzy.
Now a little bit of fight from Optic here in the search. Dashy, Mercules still looking for their first. Now let's see what the look is on offense. Last time it was pretty much like a 4-man stack over towards A. That didn't end up working out. Dashy this time gonna be the lone player on the other side. He gets spotted, and I was like, are they gonna peek it or not peek it? Sib's over the snipe, so he says, yeah, why not? I'll take a gander.
Well, I think that's to try to set up Sib. Like, so that he can have the angle advantage?
Yeah, but that's not how that worked out at all.
No, nobody like slid across.
It ended up being like 2 quick peeks and then a very slow peek from Sib.
Yeah, like someone's got to go high there and jump across. I don't know, just allows Sib to, like, I knew the idea. It just was not executed well.
Yeah.
You're hoping maybe that he takes a shot so Sib could get the peak advantage.
Yeah. It's scary, though, because you might just, that first shot could hit.
No, 100%. 100%.
It's like, do you throw one of your players away to get Dashy out of it?
Well, it's been all about first bloods, right? So 2 in a row now for Optic, and, well, they win 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah, and Shotzzy, what, 3 and 2 rounds ago, 2 last one on a 5 streak currently, and bringing them back into it. Significant advantage with a 3-0 lead for Orgless, but quickly you're seeing it disappear. Dashy versus Sib. A little snipe off here on the B side of the map.
Shots is getting aggressive. Oh, did he spot him? I don't know if Neptune spotted him.
I don't think he did. The way
No
like his
way.
looked, I don't think he did. That is a frustrating one. He's gonna watch that back to be like, what the hell just happened to me?
And well, Envoy was able to find Mercules.
Hold that.
And well, nade in hand, but no, doesn't hit the wall. Doesn't ricochet. Shotzzy though has the pistol. Now 7 in a row, but it's Orgless who respond. Now up 2 versus 1.
I mean, watching Dashy's POV, I'm so focused on it, I assume they're in a much better spot. I didn't expect to like come out of that sequence in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, I thought the nade was gonna like hit off the wall.
Yeah, no, I thought he was gonna bank it more, but it looks like he just tried to perfectly cook it and drop it on in there. Dashy looking to clutch, not able to do it. So you get first blood behind Shotzi's kind of sneaky play. He's able to get 2. Unfortunately, things collapse for the rest of the team. So Orgless, stop the bleeding for now, and needed a round.
And they didn't get the first blood, right? Shotzzy got another one, but it was Envoy's nade that, well, evens them up, and he's able to play his life into that smoke. I mean, if that nade drops onto his head, things look a little bit differently.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was gonna like throw it over and try to bank it back.
Yep. But he's a crafty guy. He was trying to cook it.
I think just cook it perfectly, right? That's what it seemed like. Just need to cook it a half second more, maybe.
Yep.
See if Optic can bring it back within a round. They're trying to flood Dashy this time. They're sending the 2 forward. Or maybe that did get, they gave Sib the peak advantage that time. They give him the peak advantage that time. They peek a little bit wider. Dashy gets a little scared, repositions, gets Sib in a position, then Dashy's head plucked off like a plum. Hooked out, big gunfight, and he's able to win it. This is very similar to last round in a way, like where you see like a good opening play from one team, and then suddenly that team's in a 1 versus 2. Ghosty trying to do it, not going to happen. Optic bring it back in the 3 versus 4 after Dashy gets sniped.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're wrapping back because, all right, Dashy dies, that flank is open, but they left bomb. So, like, I don't know if that's just based on the timing, because, I mean, Orgless, they obviously get aggressive through the flank behind the snipe, but I don't even know if Optic wrap back unless they have the bomb there.
Yeah, true. We'll see it from Sib's POV.
Nice shot.
Dashy comes out flying, and then he is
Yeah, like, look at all the arrows, right? The bomb's all the way back there, and then they fly. Neptune and Envoy, I assume that they're backing up because Dashy dies there, but either way, they send multiple players maybe just to make sure they have the bomb.
Yeah. It's like maybe a blunder that worked out type thing. Sib looking for another blood. Optic though, fast through top middle, able to get 1. Neptune shot's a little shaky, but he gets a kill. He doesn't know where the other went. Under 50 HP, getting back to full. Shotzzy probably trying to regen as well. Moving up one side is Mercules. And he's able to get the pick. He was struggling at like 1 and 5 to start it off, but there gets aggressive with the info from his teammates and finds an opener.
Yeah, I mean, just takes the chance, right? You don't see Sib be street. He probably backs up, is watching top balcony, and he takes that chance. Chance pays off, and that's just when you have trust in your guys playing with confidence. I'm gonna hit this. So now can Ghosty and Neptune clutch up in a 2-on-3.
Yeah, and for Optic, can you just avoid throwing 1 away or giving him easy pickings to get into a 2 versus 2? We got just over 30 seconds on the clock. Pressure to Orgless to get it, but the timing is insane for Shotzzy. The timing is insane. He pushes through, finds the opening, shoots both in the back, and that's another round. Now, the 3-0 start from Orgless. A long and distant memory. We're tied up 4-4 in the perfect map streak here from Optic, continuing this weekend.
And well, what was the strong start for Orgless was behind the subs, right? Envoy and Neptune getting first bloods. And then this guy just activates. He is literally shutting them down by himself. He's had like 3 first bloods in a row.
Yeah, no, he's had like multiple rounds, like 3 kills.
Yeah, just reading the map so well.
Look at him and the rest of his team, Joe.
No, I hear you.
Shotzzy takeover. He had what, a 7 spree and now a 5 spree, or whatever the hell it was. What did the first streak end on? Shotzzy is different. This time, there we go. This time Hook goes back and he'll get it.
Yeah, he's got it.
I thought they left bomb again for a second. Shotzzy is push up and get aggressive. Wants to play around statue again. It is him and a sea of Orgless. Mercules kind of looking over him, but they're playing around either Shotzzy finding an opening or Dashy hitting a snipe for now.
Now you're just trying to find where the setup is. There we go. Envoy gonna get the first blood. Ghostie's there to help him out. Do you get aggressive? You have the numbers. They are. Ghostie somehow gets 2 out of that. What a snap onto Mercules. And just like that, it is all Dashy. Great confidence play right there. But who is it? It's Envoy to shut down Shotzzy.
Yeah, I mean, Shotzzy has been making every right decision. He's been finding every correct timing. Everything's been working out. Finally, it just didn't. Like you needed that. So yeah, big play from Envoy to win that fight. I think that was a position just based on the defensive setup that you had for Orgless. Even if Shotzzy was like playing for, I mean, he doesn't know how their setup was, but he would have got 1 and probably died. At most, he probably got 1 there because there was no one to follow that up like that quickly. But that's just due to the setup from.
Well, and you need it. Sometimes for when you're losing multiple rounds in a row, you're just getting blooded. It's tough to play with that confidence, but you love to see that from Envoy.
1 round away from tying us up at 1-1 and making this final a bit more interesting than maybe we expected it to be. Sib up top middle of the snipe because the guy's a nut job.
I mean, this is just they saw the optic push towards A, so you're just wrapping this towards B, and well,
that's a pop.
Yeah, you just didn't even see him.
No, he slid and popped, and Neptune's like, I just got shot by a ghost. Envoy some tags in. He's got a teammate to work with. Hook's like solid on the mini-map. Maybe I've got a freebie, but Ghosty is there with the help. So to a 3 versus 3 for just a moment until Envoy drops. Sib pressure to him to hit a snipe. They're going to close this out. A little flinch, goes a little high. Opening for Shotzzy then to push forward. And suddenly it is Dan Ghosty. 1v3.
Gonna be so tough.
Yeah, if he would have got 1 there for free, yeah, 1 pick there, winnable.
I mean, this is an isolated fight right here with Shotzzy. The other 2 are over towards B, but he's just going to back up to his teammates. Well, Mercules up top, prone in a nice little spot.
Around 11 for the perfect map record.
Yeah, round 11, here we go. But yeah, poor Neptune, dude, just never even sees Dashy.
I don't even know if Optic cares about that. They just want to win the tournament, but I care. I want to see it. We'll see this from Mercules. Oh, you mean on the pop-up from Dashy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop-ups are insane in this game. I mean, kind of every game.
Every game.
Yeah. It's just like groundhogs with machine guns.
It's got to be a game, right?
What was that? It was like Conker's Bad Fur Day. What was that? What was that game back on like in 60 foot? That's what I pictured. Not a groundhog, but yeah, you get the gist. 5-5, round 11. Offense, Orgless, first blood. So important. Shotzzy has been a menace, 14-5, leading the way for Optic. Has been pretty balanced on the other side, but it's a first blood from Hook.
Well, he didn't get that kill.
There's the opener.
With that angle, that's the same angle we saw, but he didn't get the kill, and it turned into Shotzzy dying, so Hook able to connect with the shots.
Beautifully done there from Hook. Now, all the pressure on Orgless. They've got bomb in hand. They've got to make the play, and they're also down a man. Envoy trying to slither his way up. Hook using some utility for information, but playing it pretty passive.
I mean, is Envoy just going to try to like crawl to the bomb here? Like, what's going to be the play for him? I mean, this is just not look like fun. Yeah, you're just going to see the guy in the heady.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Orgless here, well, wait, what do you do? Nothing looks open.
You got to create some chaos.
Well, there you go. Okay,
all right. I thought he hit the snipe for a second. I was like, that was insane with the nade hitting him in the face. But with Envoy's kill, 3 versus 3. Time dwindling, 25 to go. Got to get the plan in. Dashy's in the back, and Dashy is gone. Sib hits the shot. Instantly looking top mid. Optic had a 4v3 advantage. That has disappeared. Mercules. Shotzzy. Can they clutch up? Mercules now down to a 2 versus 2. Him and Shotzzy trying to be the heroes here for the perfect map record. Coming and flying out of Shotzzy. He's going to get gunned. Mercules will drop, and the perfection is dropped. Orgless get a map win. They win the search and destroy in a round 11. And now maybe things get a little bit more interesting from here. Finally.
They do bleed.
Yeah, exactly.
They do bleed. But I mean, you have the 4 versus 3, and it looked like the setup was there for Optic, but Hook just gets caught with nobody trading there. Probably a position you could probably give up. Maybe not expecting a double chow.
And then I guess Sib just found a timing there where Dashy was just crouched. Like, I feel like if Dashy was just holding that, I didn't see if he got stunned or if he backed down from another player. But
I think he was just like backing away.
Might have been. But like, it just looked like Sib got every advantage in the world then once he got to that actual spot.
Well, I don't think Dashy had a snipe out.
Oh.
Yeah, he put it away.
Got it.
Yeah.
I just literally assumed he did because he did throw most of that. Makes sense. But he was struggling a bit in that game. So, okay. That makes way more sense. Let's see some of the highlights through this map, too. Shotzzy puts on an MVP type performance, but it's not enough. It's the team effort from Orgless, gritty
the early start.
And the 3-0 start helps as well.
Yeah, they just found the early kills. A lot of first blood started the other way. Then it was just Shotzi's turn to do whatever he wanted on the map, switching it up, finding different angles, catching them off guard, just playing with confidence. But you had just enough.
I don't know. I feel like if I had to pick the single biggest kill, though, it's like what you said when Envoy killed Shotzi. Yeah. Like, he just had to be stopped. It wasn't like the most insane kill. It wasn't anything crazy. Shotzi was literally just doing whatever he wanted, and like Envoy was like, all right, stop.
Yeah, it was this right here. Yeah, it was this kill right here.
That gunfight win doesn't look insane. But it ended up.
That looked insane.
Yeah, Ghosty.
We didn't see it for Ghosty's POV, but that was a nutty shot. There's that angle. There's that first.
So maybe
blood.
more that round. That round was the big one, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Dashy has a sniper there.
That makes way more sense because I was like, if he had a sniper there, why is he not just holding that? Because if he's holding that, he has the advantage. But that Now, but also
adrenaline going.
A win. Into our next hard point. And this is a good map for Orgless in the sense we were gassing G2 on this particular map, their hard point, and they just beat them here. So this was a solid one very recently for Orgless. They liked the battle here on Colossus. I don't think that was their pick. I think it was G2's, but the fact is they beat them.
Yeah, well, at the start, though, much better here for Optic.
I said all that. I still am picking Optic to win this.
No. I mean, just the first 30 seconds going their way, plus a ton of the kills. Yeah, the scoreboard is not updating quite yet early in this game, but I mean,
so is it accurate at the end, though? Does it tally what happens here?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's like the first 30 seconds or something. I don't really know what's going on.
First 30 seconds would be the most important part.
It could be.
Hopefully not, but it could be. A teammate, it's always Mercules. Dude. I'm telling you, every single team kill, it's Mercules. And I'm making up that stat. It's bullshit. But like every single time, 100% of the time, it is Mercules dying.
A lot of your BS stats are close.
Dude, I don't know. Or every time I notice it's Mercules.
But I tell you what, the rotation win percentage still strong for Optic. They still have the spawns, but Orgless are fighting towards this P2. Great movement there from Envoy.
Yeah,
Josie is there. You're just stacking the hill, but there's one more player. It's Shotzi. And well, when you have the close spawns, your reinforcements are in your face, and he gets one more, adding another one. The guy's doing whatever he wants.
Run away from him. Get out of his way. Oh, I think he was trying to ninja somebody again. He's like, all right, this is too easy with my gun. I'm going to do it with my mittens. Doesn't work out, but a crazy stretch there from Shotzi. Dude, he didn't even take damage till the 5th guy.
No, he didn't. Hey, does he have some hip fire like attack? I swear to God, his hip fire seems insane. Not on this.
It does. The hip fire movement, king. Is they're blowing him out early, but it's very early. Up 40. Next hardpoint going. They've got a setup here. You can't go down 100 again early.
And again, you're just losing every rotation.
Yeah.
Optic are the first players here in this setup. Envoy trying to fight, but there's always one more player in green locking it down.
Nice shots there for Mercules. Give him a triple. Shotzi, insane play into a Mercules. Insane play here on the early fight after rotation. And the lead just continues to grow. There is no opening. Yes, maybe we found out that Optic can bleed after losing a search and destroy, but I said I've been looking for like a gap in their armor this week, and I still don't know that we found that.
No, not at all. You're trying to push on through if you are Orgless, but this is the problem. You spawn Mercules out, but then the rest of the team hold on to the spawn. So 15 seconds left, and one of the money hills coming up after this P4. Well, you might lose another rotation.
You just can't lose this one. You lose this one, you're getting blown out.
Yeah, you can get real ugly.
Okay, so nice kill there on the Dashy. Should get them in position to get a little bit of real estate here, and Hill kitting it up, soak up some time. Ghosty honestly going huge over this stretch, just continuing to find kills from him, give some breathing room towards the point. Pressure to the point finally happens, but Sib in position to deal with it. Now, with the kills and the spawn out for OpTicTexas, they got to focus it onto the other side. Shotzzy trying to make a play. They limit his playmaking ability, and Ghosty now. His turn inside of the point as Sib drops.
Yeah, but Hook's already on the pinch. You still have a close spawn for Sib. And I love that. Hook just finds one kill, then waits for his teammates. Now everybody's worried about him. Well, this could lead to a break here for Optic, and I think it will. It's going to be 3 dead. The last player was Envoy. He spawns out. Great stuff there from the subs.
Listen, I hear you. Great break from Optic, but I think with the way this was going, you'll take a 50-50 point for Orgless. I mean, that was the most successful hard point they've had yet. That's 30 of their 50 points. Might turn this into 40. So you break back in, you get some solid time, and I just say that like it's impressive, but like that you needed it. You need something positive, and now you're finding kills in volume and rotation. Now as we get back into mid map.
Yeah, Sib pops off. Envoy's on 4 in a row. So starting to get going here, maybe some momentum. Starting to go the way of Orgless. As soon as I said it, it's just Mercury's right back down the hill. Already a minute 30 for that young man. Yeah,
no, and just the sliding is kind of equalized a little bit. Like OpTicTexas was outslaying, but like 12 to 15 quickly, like through 3 hard points, which is that starts to add up. Oh, dude, Hook is insane. That's a triple for him. A hard point time for Shotzzy, where Hook drops, Shotzzy follows it up. Neptune trying to be a super sub on the other side. He gets greeted with a nade. Mercury is naded as well. Sib killing everyone in the lobby, and they'll be back into the point. Listen, they're doing enough right now to be back in the game. This was looking very scary. They're fighting now.
Yeah, I mean, this is just sort of like your Bocage, right? I mean, you're just getting 3-piece, and then someone else is spawning up, getting that 3-piece. It is chaos all over the map, but a chance here to slow things down at this P2. Sib and Envoy in position. We're shooting our teammates. We're that twisted.
Yeah, I mean, you've got, what, number 3, and Neptune pushed up really far. You had a mid-presence. So Optic were spawning out literally as far as they could, the opposite corner of the map.
Oh, and they get the spawns.
Okay, well, now everything that I was just about to talk about is gone out the window.
And it's Hook again, man. Hook has had these clutch one-on-ones. I mean, he just destroys who. It was Neptune or Envoy. I'm not exactly sure, but just fries them, and that's all it takes.
Joe, with 5 minutes to, or sorry, 5 minutes, 5 to 10 seconds before the hard point was going to pop. That was the perfect mini map.
Yes,
it was literally.
And they had the read. They knew they were going topside.
You can read everything you want, Joe, but if you get punched in the eyes and you go blind, you can no longer read.
Should read Braille.
Okay, all right, well, that's true. You know, or an audiobook. I guess that exists as well. But yeah, my point, you can read it, but you got to win the gunfight.
No, yeah, 100%. I knew what you meant.
Braille. Sib, another team kill of the day. I think it's Neptune again. It's going to be on the receiving end of that.
It is. I talk about like that break. I mean, Orgless do a really good job and get right back into it. Find a majority of that time.
You'll have that here on this map, though. Break.
Yeah, guess what? New Hill spawns. Optic, your first one's in.
First one's in, but numbers here for Orgless for a second. That second is now gone. His Dashi and Shotzzy will hold the line. Orgless doing their best to make this messy, but it's Mercules that'll end up getting a multi. Mercules just trying to back up their AR on the opposite side. Wonderful shots out of him. Sib again with the nades, though. He's been hitting some. It just doesn't know if it's going to be his teammates or the opposition. That's a great stretch there from Orgless, though. They find the rest of the kills. They get a break with it. I mean, it was about 30 or so seconds left. You would love that to come in a bit earlier, especially since you had numbers for a moment early in the hard point, but
another chance where they need to hold on to spawns. Number 8, who's going to try to take a route, maybe influence those. You have to lock him down. He's been the key playmaker. Both Neptune and Ghosty trying to hunt him down. This time they find him.
Yeah, no, you said 2. Sending 1 has not been working out.
Not enough.
Let's send 2. Hook doesn't have eyes in the back of his head as far as I know. So there they shut it down. He might,
He might. And well, Neptune, he just gets to slay out towards the middle of the map. His teammates are blocking spawn. 7 in a row for Neptune.
Here we go.
Well, my man doesn't have a Hellstorm equipped. Ghosty does have one.
The Ghosty will have one after that insane play. But then, from Neptune, they don't get a kill after that, and Hook's got 2, and Optic are in again. And
oh boy!
Sometimes it's the nature of this map, like you said, a Bocage, like multi kills, like you can kill 4, and 10 seconds later it doesn't matter. But
you just had so much control.
Yes, you had
so much control.
That should lead to like you think the opening 20 seconds or something.
And like, well, yeah, some of these hills, yeah, like I just feel like this P4 one's one you have to take advantage of.
No, 100%.
They've had 2 chances to do it now.
No, and that's what we said, you know, kind of going into Game 3. It's a big thing for Orgless right now. When you've got chances, take advantage. And, well, they have it at times during this map. That said, this is far more competitive than the map 1. But this has got to be the problem. Now you're heading back to mid. Like, you got to think this could be 50-50-ish. And like every second now for OpTicTexas is huge. Dashy is streaking. He gets dropped on his 5 streak though. Okay, start now for Orgless. If they get a lot of time for this P1, that would be awesome. Nice damage on the angle there from Neptune.
It's the G, and guess who it is? I mean, Hoot has just found so many openers, and then as soon as he finds the opener, the rest of the team just collapse.
Yep. You saw a couple white arrows turn, and the timing from Shotzzy pushing forward was perfect. I told you, synchronized swimmers, bro.
No, I mean, but awesome. Hoot has just been so good at finding the opening versus squad.
No, he's been incredible. 28 and 24. Had some massive defensive plays in the last map as well. Orgless have fought back in, trying to keep this a battle down the stretch. But now this is probably everything. Is this next hardpoint pops? You are in position if you are Orgless. Remember, this is last set through. This is where it looks real good, and then they got broken instantly.
Gotta find Hoot.
It's gotta be better here.
Yeah. They still have the close ones. Nobody's going really on a route. They're locking down the lobby. Neptune's gonna find 2. Now you have some space behind this man. So yeah, earning the first 15 seconds. Envoy's actually be the one to get pushed up. You just want one. You get some help from a teammate.
As long as these fights are happening in mid, you feel pretty good. Now it's on the players inside the hardpoint to step up in the clutch. Sib able to win 1. Big win from Ghosty as well with sub in hand. Here we go. Here we go. They're finding every kill. They're making the run. The lead change is looming. Orgless have not been in front for ages, and now they take the lead. Down 2-1 of the series, a chance to tie it up 2-2. Cannot win it on this hardpoint, and rotation has not been their strong suit. But a chance to do it here.
Well, Ghosty does have that Hellstorm, so maybe this is the hill that you want to call it in, right? This map maybe not the best for it, but maybe your best chance here. And they get the rest of that time, so they're going to be at 233. And well, there we go. Hellstorm in, and I don't know what this angle is, but maybe you can wrap it around.
Beat it like Beckham's.
And just keep them off of it, and at least able to find 1.
I thought I might get 2 there, but yeah, will 1 be enough? Or the Optic boys hold? They're still inside of the point. Taking her out, it's going to be Ghosty. He's able to get a teammate to spawn with him, but he's going to get dropped. Now to Mercules with the pistol, 30 HP, trying to
Envoy
just stay
huge.
Envoy now with his 2. Can Mercules and Shotzzy stay alive around the point? It's just going to be on to Shotzzy now. He's going to get dropped. 15 now needed for the win. Envoy going massive, 37 and 31. 10 needed for the win. We got ourselves a tie series here in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, what a play out of Envoy. He's the last player on that pinch. He's able to find the M15 and he's able to get 3, but we are still fighting. This is going to go towards a P4, and well, all the green arrows starting to head that way. Big gunfights going down.
I thought for a second Ghosty was going to take the one-on-one and try to just win that, but he's going to go ahead and rotate with his team.
They find 3.
And that's going to be the great call because they'll find every kill. They only need 6 seconds. Optic relying on a miracle. Tick by tick, map is disappearing. Optic got 1 chance to get in. The contest is through. Can they find all the kills? It's not going to happen. Orgless take a hard point. And once again, Optic can bleed 2-2. And that one was a war. And that dude, it's just, I mean, the last time through on the P2.
There's that P2.
Like, it was about as bad as it could go for Orgless considering the map control. This time through, or the last time through, lights out. Like, that P2.
They're able to set some layers. You had Envoy top mid, Neptune's there. And then what that does is that forces like some staggers from Optic, right? They're going 2 by 2. Just due to the nature of the map, right? It's smaller, so you just spawn up, push up. And that's when you're just able to, as you said, like, yeah, they go 2 for 2, but then the last 2 players are on the hill. They find kills, your teammates spawn behind you. It's just easy when it's like that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Some absolutely clutch plays there. But yeah, Orgless to tie it up.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to see a replay from his POV, but towards the end.
Yeah, he's had some rough maps. That was not an example of one.
No.
Led the lobby in damage. Okay, I lied. Mercules had a little bit more, but 42, 100 damage, 40, and 33.
That's it at 45, so he wins.
Oh, wait, he hit 4,500?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blind. He does. Okay, I missed that entirely. Wait, am I good? Okay, to be fair, that TV's far away.
No, you got like 20/20. You're good.
No, I do have good vision. I literally did not look at that. So Neptune, my deepest apologies. Great map out of you, kid. Well, let's really take a look at some of the highlights. I need to learn how numbers work.
I mean, they're battling. Both teams just back and forth, break after break. It looked like Optic they had enough in the tank. I mean, Hook was winning some insane gunfights. Even when Orgless were rotating, they were immediately getting broken, but you just always had enough. They kept it close enough to when they had their chances. You got to that final P2. They held on to that full 60. Ghosty with a big spree. Had the Hellstorm. Allows them to get to that spot for P3. They're able to clutch it up.
Yeah, and this is like, I feel like this map, yes, it's like your Bocage or like your Skyline or something, but like it's mixing for like the right reasons and like fun reasons because the map layout. Like Skyline was insane sometimes, just like not for really good reasons.
Well, you can go underground.
Yes, you could go underground. The 2 stories to it, some of the spawns, but like not the case here. Here's the streaking from Ghosty. He is wrapping it the whole way around. Hook not able to get away, and this is where Envoy then goes huge.
Yeah, so it was right before this. Yeah, that was just right before that rotation. But when Ghosty was in that Hellstorm, right, Envoy goes on that route, and then Ghosty's trying to set up a pinch.
That was their first lead, bro.
But yeah, when you go to that P2, so what? They went from 176 to 234. So yeah, pretty much a full 60.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, like, I don't know what the biggest moment is, the P2 probably, but then, well, also the hold then at the end. But what was it? It was like was it like the first P4? When was it when we were like, they had to get
first P4.
They had to get a hold there.
Yeah,
Blow out.
Yeah, probably,
oh, yeah. That jump is probably the difference, because if that doesn't go that way, yeah, you're down 100 just like map 1.